Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Mother of Karma, and I'm back with a nice little physical message about something that I actually saw. Um, I just want to welcome you back to my channel. Thank you for taking the time to tune in, honey. I appreciate you and your presence. Please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to chat or let me know something about your life, my email is in the description box below, as well as donation information if you're feeling froggy or generous. It is highly appreciated, but by all means, do not feel obligated. I know that the people who are meant to spiritually interact with me like that on that level will do so, and bless their hearts, because God knows, I just know, like, people that do donate to me, they're gonna be blessed so fucking much, and it's just going to be fucking amazing. So that's just how I'm feeling, okay? And it's just being able to recognize, real recognize real type shit, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, I want to let y'all, but don't get me wrong, this just came to mind. I have been tricked in the past by a reader on here who is not of the light, and the bitch really has already been called out, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But they don't show their face, and they don't, like, they, after you've already paid them, they don't do the reading correctly. So anyways, that ain't got shit to do with what I was talking about. But anyways, yeah, Spirit just wanted me to let y'all know, beware of who you watch, and if it doesn't resonate, let it go. So this, I'm actually gonna jump right into it because I gotta prepare for work after this. But I want to let y'all know that in 2017, I had moved to California in 2016 in December, and in 2017, which, obviously was right after that, I was hanging out with a, I guess, like, distant non-blood relative, right? And he was in the car with his friend, and I was in the back seat, and we were all smoking, right? And that we linked up to smoke. And I remember it just being nighttime outside, and they were in the front talking, yada yada. I stopped talking to them at that point because, like, the friend was kind of like a little pussy and didn't like me being very confrontational, very upfront with what the fuck I had to say about things. And I just was just like in my own little world, listening to my own music and shit like that in the back seat. I remember looking out the window. I was like behind the passenger, and I remember looking out the window and just looking up at the sky, just thinking, like, in very, very deep thought and concentration. And y'all, I shit you not, the sky, okay, I was only smoking THC, so don't think I'm on drugs or doing all this other crazy bullshit. That's actually, like, not even what the fuck was happening. We were smoking weed, and I remember looking up at the sky and just looking at it in deep thought. And the next thing I know, the sky, it wasn't no clouds or anything like that. The sky had switched, right, to, not even like switch, but it kind of like opened, almost like a portal. And all I seen was the most wonderful array of colors that could come through, and just, like, they were all like waving and orbiting around each other. So the main colors that I saw were orange, red, pink, purple, and lime green. And and then I started seeing, like, little fizzes and pops, like, almost as if, I know it was a very spiritual encounter. And and to this day, I definitely feel like, because it just came back to me last night as I was doing a reading, and I was just like, holy shit, how the fuck did I forget this encounter, or this vision, or this physical being able to see that. And I was just being heavily guided to read on, to share it with you guys. So 4:14 on the clock when I said that. I had seen it, and I looked up at the sky, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, whoa. Like, I didn't say anything because I knew nobody else saw it. And just the fact that it let me know, like, it was almost as if, right, we're living in a simulation type thing, and outside of the simulation is nothing but abundant, full, magical, full of love type of energy. Like, it was almost like loving energy wanted to just reach down from the sky, grab me, and pull me fucking up there. And granted, like, I'm all here for it. Like, take me to the love, take me to the hope, take me to the fucking place of morals, take me, you know, take me. And I know God is not going to take me when I ask him to take me, because I ask for him to take me so much. But he's just like, I can't do that, because I need you to get these messages. I need you to be able to relate to these people. I need you to tell these people what the fuck you've seen, what you've been through, and I need you to talk to the people for me. Like, that's just some of the fucking truth, okay? And I've been, ever since I've seen this, I was just very astonished at the amount of power that I have within myself. And I noticed that when I go into deep thought, that I am actually able to see the little electromagnetic field, and what that looks like is little dots, very tiny dots, but they're actually electrons and protons and neutrons, fizzing and moving around in the Earth's atmosphere. I've seen them when I was flying on a plane, and I actually just seen them earlier today when I was meditating outside. And as soon as I opened my eyes, I just looked and like just took it all in, and I just looked around me, and all you see is like a thin layer of just they don't look like orbs. They're literally like little dots. I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like being able to see like the heat waves move across a car or move anywhere, you know, using shadow and light, and just having that right angle on things, like on a hot summer's day. So I was just very intrigued and very like in love with what I saw in the sky. And it was just nothing but like colors that moved within each other magically, and just in an ombre sort of fashion. It kind of looked like a watercolor painting of colors, but they were moving on their own. Like, it was just waves of color, just, you know, moving about, moving within and without, if that makes sense. So I'm actually gonna pull some cards on it to clarify, you know. I have a couple questions in regards to it, because I know it was a spiritual encounter. I don't know if it was my angels, or if it was actually, you know, okay, my oven's going off as I said that, or if it was like an extraterrestrial encounter, or, you know, them trying to communicate with me. So I'm actually going to use this deck. Okay, don't get me wrong, I have read lightly through the book of this deck, but every time I analyze these cards, I always get something new, and that's like the best part about it for me. And so we're going to use that deck. Dear Heavenly Father, please allow me to channel these messages with the highest vibrations of white light. May you come through and allow me to be your vessel, and may you know that I am eternally grateful for my life. I thank you for allowing me to give these messages out to the collective, and may you please allow only the, you know, vibrations of the light to resonate. Anyone who attempts to seek and infiltrate or destroy the information and platform that I build, may they be rebuked and banished in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Okay. Holy Spirit and ancestors, please show me this encounter. Please show me this. I don't even know what to call it. It was like a vivid, colorful skies, magic in the motherfucking skies. Like, okay, like that's what it was. All right. Holy Spirit, please show me what I need to see in regards. Okay. We have the water element, which is reflection, kindness, and compassion. And you know what's crazy? It was like very tropical colors like this in the sky. Okay. The water element is all about emotions. The water is all about fluidity, being able to literally that's how these colors were moving in the sky, like water, you know, enwrapping and moving upon each other, and like intertwining with each other, and then like moving away. Like, it's almost as if, okay, got it. Like, it was on some magical shit like this, like, promise y'all. So on the bottom of the deck is the Andromedans, autonomy, free will, manifestation. Okay. This right here is the Merkaba. This is also, you know, the flower of life, over, which is like in the universal repeating pattern, over shapes and stuff like that. The eye is right in the middle, and literally I'm blind in my right eye only, and I think of that as a spiritual gift. And this right here looks like marijuana to me. You know, the little weed leaf just being in the, okay, are we gonna focus? Okay, right here just being in the middle, but it's also a symmetrical plant, a symmetrical, yeah, the leaves of the marijuana plant, every time you see the symbol of it, it is very symmetrical. And I am not sure what all the other ones look like, but all these colors and all this stuff going on really look like that's what's going on. Like, y'all, okay, if you see this right here, this is literally an energetic portal, and that's what it looked like, but it wasn't black. Like, it was just all colorful, it's just swirling and moving within each other. But imagine seeing this from the sky. So it was like this, you know, I'm down here on Earth, and this was the sky, and I looked up and I seen like all these colors, like trying to protrude inwards from the sky. And I promise you, like when I was sitting there, it kind of like moved, like bounced as if it was like trying to come through to the earth. Like, it was very, very powerful. And didn't I just say 4:14 on the clock? We have 4 and 4 here again. 4 and 4 is the number of love, divine love, and protection. Okay, we have 40 and then we have 4. So water is all about emotion. I would say compassion and reflection. I'm getting like mirror magic. I guess I was seeing myself in a higher perspective, a higher spiritual level of cognizance. And at that time, I was just very full of love, and I hadn't been through like all the bullshit that I had been through, but you know, I was definitely in a state of seeking forgiveness for the things that I have done in my past, you know, hanging out with the wrong crowd and stuff like that, and just really wanting to move forward in my life and be in a better state. And the Andromedans, they give me okay, so I've talked about them before, and I heavily relate to them because their third eye is completely wide open. They have energy that is on a level of unmatchedness. Okay, they exist all the way up into the 12D, which is why they are the ultimate manifestors. They are able to come through the different dimensions quite easily, and they're able to I would say resonate at a higher frequency naturally. But they also don't like coming to Earth, mainly because the vibration is so low, and they, you know, really don't resonate here because the energy of this plane drains them. That makes sense. And all this magic going on in this card, like, I don't know if y'all see, there's yin and yang, there's cosmic energy going on, there's different galaxies, like, they are the housers of magic. Okay, they are the ultimate purest form of magic. And magic can be positive intention, it could be, you know, really getting deep within the meditation, really being able to understand manifestation, really being able to what's the word I'm looking for, really being able to draw and encapsulate on the different levels of magic. Like, there's yin and yang, there's the tree of life, there's the Merkaba of light, there's the flower of life, there's the tree of life. Also being able to harness the energy of magnetic and magical portals. And this right here is the infinite life. It's not the tree of life, but it's a life force. It's the life force symbol right here behind it. And that symbolizes eternity and eternal life. I'm actually going to read the book on them because I know I'm missing some things. So, Andromedans come from the Andromedan constellation, 2.5 million light years away, near the Great Square of the Pegasus. And that's crazy. Earlier today when I was meditating, I literally was in like this, I don't know. At first, I seen like this huge boa constrictor snake. The next thing I noticed, I was just like, fuck that snake. We're not being in that type of energy. And I turned myself into a motherfucking unicorn with wings. So that's a Pegasus. Andromedans inhabit a massive area in space and are possibly the oldest race that visits our Milky Way galaxy. They are an abstract and dimensionally fluid species. Didn't I just say fluid? Okay, and that's why water came out. Okay, fluidity, being able to switch energies almost immediately, being able to harness the energies immediately. And I'm definitely picking up, like, they wanted, I don't know what they specifically they want to communicate. I'll pull tarot on that afterwards, but I think they wanted me to really recognize myself, recognize my energy, and that's why I'm here giving the message. Okay, if I've actually spoke about them recently in another reading, and I feel like you should go check out my other readings to get that message, because there's a lot more. It wasn't really in depth, but it was a little quick synopsis. And as I've been reading, this memory, like I mentioned earlier in this reading, popped up, and this is just confirmation that what I was saying before is true. And I've been hearing lately, like, why did you cut your hair? Why did you cut your hair? And look, she has a long ass braid, okay? And that's just about how long my hair was before I cut it. And I've also, one of my other readers were like, your ancestors are telling you to stop cutting your hair. So, yeah, but this is actually like my first time of being like cutting my hair this short myself, and I love it. I really do love the little pixie vibes going on. But anyways, Andromedans do not need or use spacecrafts. They usually use nearby galactic gateway and tears as a dimensional travel portal. Through Andromedans, though Andromedans can holographically adopt any appearance, including elementals, via shape-shifting, they typically appear like humanoids with varying shades of blue skin. And earlier today, as I was getting in the shower, I kept seeing these teal orbs all over the place. All right. So the waters are clear, clear waters, clear skies. That's definitely the vibe. Good energy. Other ETs revere Andromedans and say they are possibly the highest known ascended masters of these regions in the universe. Andromedans' methodologies are often perceived as obscure, yet brilliant. They are very elusive and selective about who they choose to communicate with, which is very true, very true. I've always been, I used to be more of like a social butterfly in the past, and like really just associating myself with the wrong people, but as I've grown up into the woman that I am, I don't really fuck with nobody. I really don't. I don't like talking to people because I can just tell right off the bat that they're gonna like really drain me and make me tired. And when people make me tired, like that's just a sign for me to like let it go. Andromedans are extremely concerned with humanity's future, and with ecological devastations happening on Earth, they would prefer all benevolent and malevolent ETs were absent for a while, so humanity can master their own momentous energetic shifts of ascension without persuasion or deception. Definitely go watch, if you made it this far, definitely go watch my last readings. I have been pulling on the lowest vibrational ETs that inhibit our Earth, that control our Earth, and that have, given humans the information onto how to control us as a human race, which is why I've been praying that they cease, and may they, may they just leave, literally just leave for a little bit, so us humans can collectively come together and build the shit that we're supposed to build and just make the Earth a better, happier place. Okay, like all these kind of concrete buildings and shit like that, if you don't know, they actually are constructed this way to take our energy. Okay, stone is actually it's an earth element. It's a good elemental, but you got to realize, like, when you resonate or vibrate at a high frequency and you walk through a street with all these stone buildings and all this construction and all this shit, imagine you trying to give your energy off into stone. The stone is just going to usurp it, and your energy now resonates within that stone. This is why people don't like, I guess, like, people that vibrate at a high frequency, they don't like living in cities. Okay, they don't. They like living, if they do live in the city, they live kind of at least 30 to 45 minutes from the city, or 25 minutes, however, depending on how far it gets you from living in your city. But cities are definitely one way of being very easily drained. Your energy cannot resonate within you, and it cannot stay within you, because the minute you go out down Main Street, you pass somebody. That's why in criminology they say, like, even just bumping shoulders with somebody, your skin and DNA gets on them, and vice versa. That is why, and that is also an energy exchange. So just imagine you have this big ass aura around you, right? And you bump into somebody. That part of your body, that part of your aura is now resonating on them. That makes sense. Where was I at? Yeah. They are the 12th dimensional ascended masters and have fully awakened the quantum capacities that far exceed humanity's Still dormant inbuilt DNA code of abilities. Andromedans understand the limited logic and awareness Earth humans are conditioned to. I just fucking said that. Everything I'm saying is confirmation. This is why I love reading this book, because it just reconfirms everything I'm saying in different terms, and I love it. However, humanity must incorporate and develop left and right hemisphere awareness, balancing the male and the feminine sides of the brain, balancing on your right, creative energy and masculine energy, all right? And which becomes balance, which is now a gift of balanced energy and being able to, work with both sides in order to create harmony within and your surroundings. However, humanity must incorporate and develop left and right hemisphere awareness and open heart presence and observation if they desire to evolve. For without this, the tiny bandwidth of human spatial and light awareness presently in the average human is just not enough for ascension. Andromedans have their own high council regarding intergalactical and interstellar governance of multitudes of star systems and galaxies. So there's like the Galactic Federation, and then there's Andromedans. Andromedans, if you know, there's only 12 dimensions. They resonate at the highest dimension. And other ETs cannot get to this other dimension without their help. They cannot access that dimension simply because they don't resonate that high, or, their DNA is not built for that. And humans are wind, dirt, rocks being thrown at my window. Interesting. They don't, humans don't understand that our DNA, is literally extraterrestrial DNA as well. We are a mix. That's why they call themselves humanoids. Human, okay? They are the noids. They are the ascended consciousness level of who we are. And people always ask, well, where did humans come from? If you think we came from monkeys, then I don't find that to be true. I feel like we definitely came from a higher power, a higher source, which is why our minds work the way we do. Our minds are a motherfucking gift, and to be alive is to have this powerful gift. And don't give away too much, bitch, but that's why they call it a DNA upgrade or a spiritual awakening. It is your DNA literally waking up, or waking you up to the things that resonate simply within your body. All right. I personally feel like ETs are friendly. Some of them are not, and the ones that are not, I've been heavily reading on lately, and they're just the ones that control our system. They're the ones that, create our government. Okay. When I say we don't need a president, we don't need a motherfucking government, we just don't. That is why they give us paper documents to track us and to give us identification numbers, okay? Auschwitz had identification numbers. They tattooed people identification numbers. When you're born, you have to get a social security number, which is your identification number. So now you are a commodity to the United States, which has actually been taken over by... We all know the history of the Trail of Tears if you don't look into it. The pilgrims that came over on the Mayflower, they were nice at first, but then ended up not being so nice. So once they learned this information from the native people, they took the native people's spiritual power and manipulated it, took it for themselves, claiming that it's their work, and subliminally hide it, and have rewritten our books, the church's books and stuff like that. And just so much to create this system that we now live in order to really control the way we live every motherfucking day. And it's just modern day slavery, and people don't see that. Additional meanings of this card is self-agency, okay, autonomy, left logic and right left is logic, right is creativity, hemisphere alignment within the brain and the body, okay? If you realize, if you have like a pinch or a scratch or like a pulse in your body, or or you react, or I don't know how to explain, sometimes I'll just be laying down and then I'll feel like a pulse in my body, but I pay attention to what side it's on. If it's on my left, okay, I'm not using logic, or I'm not applying something correctly, or thinking about it thoroughly, if that makes sense. And then like if it's on my right side, it's definitely like, okay, you're in your spiritual self. It is a spiritual answer. It is angelic. It is a more angelic Christ. It is a Christ consciousness response, if that makes sense. So it's pretty much getting answers without needing the logical side, or without needing physical hard proof, if that makes sense. Okay, ascended consciousness, free will, untapped potential, 0-point energy, paradox perception, manifestation, crown chakra activation, a free thinker, telepathy, swift movement, being swift in movement, being swift in thought, being swift in the way you can move within and without, which is how this energy was moving in this damn sky. Multi-sensory perception, go-getter energy, unique, individual, quirky, eccentric, fluid gender. I don't know about that within myself, but when you are balanced in left and right brain, I guess you become fluid in gender, meaning you can think like a man 1 second, but you can think like a woman the next. However, that does not mean go and change your gender, okay? But to each is their own. Vibrant, creative, and excitement. Now, so these are the people that were, these are the beings that were connecting with me when I seen this. When I seen this portal of magic, like literally, like here's the sky, here's this magic, okay, it came through the night sky and was like this, like trying to tap in, like boom, boom, boom. That's how it's. Okay, we come in peace, bitch. That's fucking crazy, the fact that I just did that. Woo, confirmation on the logic side. Okay. Woo, spirit. Oh my God. I love shit like that. See, I just noticed that. Love it. But water, what am I missing about water? I've been drinking a lot of water, so that's not it. Where are we at? Yeah, water is one of the 4 classic elements and critical energetic forces that sustains the physical third-dimensional life on our planet. Okay, so, excuse me. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio could be significant here. I know that I have 2 planets in Cancer, and I didn't know that before. And oh, it's my Mars and my Mars and my Venus are in Cancer, and that really let me know, like, bitch, that's why you're so damn emotional, because when you get emotional, shit starts going crazy for everybody that are, is attempting to affect you in your life. Archangel Gabriel uses the water element. Poseidon is a water deity. Water is phlegmatic and is a feminine yin element. It rules understanding, emotion, and sensitivity. All right, so I'm going to use the Sumerian deck. Holy Spirit, please show me what I need to see. What is the divine message that the Andromedans were attempting to tell me? What did they want me to know? What were they trying to get me to understand at that moment in time? We are here now, years later, analyzing this moment. So what is it that we need to see in regards to this? Okay, back at the bottom of the deck is loving compassion, moving with love, conducting yourself with love. I'm picking up that the earth, people on earth need to learn to live by love. It is the highest vibration. It is the highest frequency in which one can achieve. Okay, and this could be, I'm working on it. This could be cutting out things that no longer serve you in your life. This could be people that usurp your energy. Okay, they are not loving people. They don't give, they don't give 2 shits about you, and it's all in their behavior. Okay, excuse me. Loving compassion. We have compassion here twice. Compassion is literally being able to relate to somebody, being able to be open with somebody, being able to understand that, everybody has their own challenges, has their own ways of living, and you can't control other people. So if they don't want to change, don't force them to change. All you can do is send them love from afar, but also protect your love. Don't, once you've been like, okay, I pray for you, I love you, give them the love. Once you've said I love you multiple times in the past, don't give them that energy no more. You have to cut it off in order to keep yourself from being sane. Okay, I'm going to take that. Okay, so on the bottom we have, this, as I split it, I don't know if I'm going to take this. Okay, yes, take it, because there's all this water going on. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's just very significant in this reading. Could be relating to you. I'm hearing that you are a Scorpio. I don't know. I have just been picking up on all these different things lately in my life. And last Christmas when I went to go visit my mom, I noticed like all this different specific symbolism and shit she had up in her house. And when I came back home, I was doing research and shit like that, and like I had picked up on a different birth date when I was there, and this birth date was November 21st, 2000. And the song, I think the song goes, the year 3000, and now she's changed, but she lives underwater. And it just really made me think, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. And then every time I hear things, I'm just like, I hear every piece is for you. And I'm just like, what are you talking about, Spirit? Like, what? And they're just like, it'll come to you. So I had picked up on a new birth date and recognizing that in a weird, strange sense in my past reading, I've already said in the past reading that I have realized that I am split. I don't know what that means, but split, I don't know, people have different personalities, split personality, but not necessarily split personality, because, you know, I'm able to be myself and control myself. I think we all have split personalities, which, you know, comes from the ego and comes from, you know, the ego is your shadow self, and then you have your light self, which is, you know, who you are, who you should resonate in being every day. The ego and the shadow self, you know, they're the negative thoughts and stuff like that that tend to come in. But, you know, once you rebuke those thoughts, you're good. You gotta just learn to, I guess the mind is a powerful tool, which is why they say, you know, you got to control your thoughts, you got to control your mind. But coming through with shine your light, shine your truth, speak your truth. Don't dim your light. Definitely speak out on things that you know resonate with you. This just give me like Native Mermaid vibes for sure. I always believed, like, ever since I was young, that mermaids were real. Then I seen like this one video on YouTube that showed like this little mermaid thing like laying on this rock in Italy and just diving off and darting back into water, which I thought was really fucking cool. But where did it go? You know what I'm saying? Where are these? How deep is the motherfucking ocean? All right, and I know we haven't been able to channel, or humans can't even go as deep in the ocean as other creatures can. So that's why there's like abysses and stuff like that, which is really crazy. Because imagine being in pitch black water, like, woo! It just gives me the chills, and I just got the chills. Yeah, but anyways, if you look here, the love and compassion element is actually showing me like the top of a pyramid. And if you don't know that the top of a pyramid has 9 sides to it, 9 is a number of completion. It is a number of master number. It's mastering a cycle, completing a cycle in life, or of life. And shine your light is definitely giving me, you know, don't back down from shit. Don't let other people take your light. Like I said, like when other people, you know, when you bump into somebody else, that part of your aura now resonates on them. So that's why it's very, very important to stay within and protect your energy and renew your energy through the power of your mind. And then we have alignment here. Okay, these 2 dolphins. Dolphins were my first animal. Were my very first animal that was my very first favorite animal. And we just have a lot of fucking water energy going on here. All right. Let me just show y'all this. And it's very crucial to me that I let you know that water is a very powerful element. So I'm getting like screaming in water, screaming in water, spiritual baths, placing your hands in water and meditating. Okay, that's a new thing that just came to mind. Shamans are able to withstand water at high heat. I love taking hot ass baths. And okay, I'm gonna stop pulling from this now, but shine your light and unique gifts are right on the top of this deck. And I know I have unique gifts, and I'm definitely a motherfucking seer, and I definitely know that I have a very rare gift, and I'm not sure what it is called. That's what I need to figure out. But I've also picked one of my other readers the other day that I watched. I've only watched like a selective 3. She picked up on a unique gift, and she said, I'm not going to tell you what it is because not everybody needs to know that, which was very interesting. Okay, and the other two that just fell out of the deck were the soul star chakra, emerging with the divine, coming together with all the energies that reside inside. The masculine and feminine energies, like I was saying, being able to balance your left and your right hemisphere of the brain, being able to use that energy to know when to speak, what to say, asking the right questions, knowing when to be creative, knowing when to share your creative energy, when to create things. Like literally, like I'm a hands-on person. I'm a crafter, so definitely getting into crafting. If you're into crafting, if you're into building, if you're an engineer, whatever it is, you need to go do that. Okay. And then communication, co-creation. This was I was just speaking on this yesterday, but my job here is to help people literally wake up to their spiritual gifts, realizing that they're not crazy, that they are actually beings who have the energy and have the power within just their minds, just walking around, to co-create with the universe. And co-create means collaboration. Like yesterday I had said, like, we need to come together and build our own like human headquarters of for the people, and in these headquarters we need to be able to come in and just be able to share the little bit of ideas that we have, say what, hey, I can do this, I can do that, sharing our talents and sharing our ideas together, because you may just have the idea of something or how to do something, but you may not know or have the tools or have the tools or earth element or physical material to be able to create this idea. But when we come together and put our minds together, somebody else that is in that group may. So that is why it is crucial. Let me see. Okay, so a lot of repeating numbers. We have another 44 here. Okay, lots of fours. 4 is again the number of love, the number of compassion, divine protection, divine love. All right. So let me just see here. I'm not going to go into depth and read the whole thing, but shine your light. Yeah, doing what you love to do. Time to thrive. Giving from the overflow. Your life, aligning yourself with your life purpose. And here we already have alignment. Okay, and 18 breaks down to a 9, which is that master number. Being authentically you, compassionate self-empowerment, compassion again. Loving your life, loving life in itself, trying things you resonate with, trying new things, bringing joy to others by being an inspiration. And for me, that's literally just getting on here and speaking the truth, giving y'all these messages, being able to tell y'all, like, when you think that you see things at the corner of your eye, you do. Start focusing on that and trying to be open your heart. I feel like a lot of our hearts are guarded. So open your heart to being able to, being willing to communicate with these things, being able to talk or communicate either telepathically or physically with them. If it takes you seeing is believing, then that's what it takes for you. I'm gonna go to unique gifts. Unique gifts, your superpowers, a sense of purpose, the meaning behind your quirks, exploring your interests, shortcomings as unique discovered skills. Some of us have already discovered or remembered what we feel we are here to do. Others are still seeking to just starting to consider this idea. Your inspiration may come as a message in a vision or a dream. It may be something others have recognized in you for a long time. It may come from a deep resonance with something you are yet to try. You may be concerned it will affect or transform your current lifestyle. Your gift or purpose may be something you enjoyed immensely as a child but did not bring it into your adult life. Perhaps there are an array of shoulds holding you from what you love doing. All right. And this unique gift is housed in the middle of her chest, but it's not a chakra. it's a universal household of energy. All right. And this is definitely a divine, unique looking being, but she's transparent. She's truthful. She's willing, willing to tell the truth, willing to be the truth, willing to share the truth, and willing to, this energy is really like majestic. Being able to go within and being, I don't know, this just gives me like that bitch energy. Like, what's up, bitch? Like, what you want to know type of shit. It's crazy because I say that too. But she's a powerhouse. That's what I'm getting. She's a powerhouse. She has the blueprint code. She has divine knowledge. She has sacred knowledge. She has magical knowledge. And I'm getting like all this right here. It's like different type of spell works and different types of symbolisms that interconnect. Technology is a big thing. Okay, picking up like technology, gatekeeper. So sharing this message with you allows better things to go good in my life. I don't know. Yeah. This is what I love doing. I love getting on here and giving the messages to y'all and sharing what I've seen and what I've felt and what I've experienced with you guys, because I feel like there's a lot of people who have experienced similar things, but they just, brush it off and think it's, oh, that's nothing. But in reality, it's a big something. Alignment, I can't stress enough, is having your chakras imbalanced. Imbalance, sorry if you thought I said imbalance. Being, the sun is shining brighter. Inner integrity, being a vibrational match for what you want to bring into your life, manifesting from a place of love over fear. Energy flows where attention goes, subconscious sabotage, and seamlessly actualizing our dreams. So, the dolphins are frequency based connectors. They also aid with water births, and ever since I was a child, I've been like, I always knew like when I had a child, I'm gonna do a water birth, but for some reason that didn't happen. So I know in my future that is definitely what's going to happen. I just already, like, as a child, I just felt so much was going to happen for me in my life that will and already is in like my destiny, in my house code, in my future. Yeah, I've always been able to see the past, present, and future energies as a child. Now, sometimes it gets overwhelming because I'm very unsure of how to encapsulate on this energy and how to really take this energy and implement it into my life, if that makes sense. Okay, then we have loving compassion, unconditional love, empathy, compassion, caring, friendliness, goodwill, benevolence, beyond duality, safe space, forgiveness through expanded perspectives, and open-hearted joy. So this is really, knowing that you have given someone a lot of love, given them a lot of compassion, but they say benevolence as well because you gotta have that strength within you, and you gotta have that energy of being able to know when to pull back your love and your compassion from people who don't appreciate it, because these people are disturbed and they are not in alignment. Okay, they will claim that they're in alignment. They will give you the best spiritual manipulation experience of your life just to let you know that they're not in, just to let you know that, oh yeah, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. But in reality, they are spiritual manipulators, and these are the type of benevolent beings that I've already spoken earlier, that us Andromedans want to go away for a very long time. Not a short time, a long time, so that the earth can heal, so that the people of earth can heal. And we can't heal when we're being systematically oppressed every single day, every single minute, every single second of our fucking lives. All right? Like, I just watched this video yesterday, and this girl was saying, about how she loves her life and stuff like that, but then, she would do a sexual act for a low amount of money just because she has bills to pay. Like, us people, that's what I'm saying. We need to start communication co-creation within ourselves and take back the power of the people. Okay, the right of assembly, being able to come together to create this spiritual baby, to create a new earth. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. No, literally, bitch, that is earth. Okay, I'm right. Literally to hold ourselves in a new vibration of earth. And these beings they're like ascended masters to me that are overseeing this earth and really protecting and holding us in their hands every day to pray for us, because there's so many things that these other beings want to help us do, but they can't because the Earth's vibration is so low, so they cannot come here to help us. And if there are others that are on this Earth already, but they cannot help us because of the low vibrational other ETs, like the Alpha Draconians, the Reptilians, and the Men in Black, that are all about, you know, corruption, unethicalness, stalking, intimidation, and, you know, wanting oppression. Like they are just so low vibrational energies that all these people, all these beings I just mentioned in low vibrational 3, they have been kicked out of their own galaxies because of their low fucking vibes, even though they do have, you know, spiritual power and stuff like that, and higher knowledge than humans do. That is why they oppress us, so that we can't get to their level and kick them out of our Earth. Little do we know that humans are the human race. They are the inhibitors of Earth. And like I mentioned earlier, like the US is being systematically oppressed, but did you know that spiritually God had ordained the United States to be the promised land for the people? Okay? And it took these low vibrational beings to come in and pretty much gaslight certain pilgrims to be and consider themselves people of power, when they're really not. They're actually people of low vibrational selves. They don't have self-esteem. They don't have anything. They just have pride and ego, okay? And those are low vibrations, which is why people pray every fucking day for them to fucking go away. And I'm telling y'all, the vibration of the Earth, we don't even know it yet, but it is day by day, second by second, getting higher and higher and higher. And these people are losing their minds. Soon you'll start to see like spiritual things happen to them. A lot of people are starting to pass away, and it's good because they can no longer resonate here. So communication of co-creation, non-verbal communication, telepathy, love language, all right, telepathy, okay, there goes telepathy. Telepathy, unique ways of communication, light language, multi-dimensional information, community coexistence, relationships, meeting our higher selves, really seeing someone for who they are, and deeper listening. And let me go to Soul Star. Oh, sorry, I just had a notification. Soul Star, merging with the divine, letting go, being filled with the divine light, channeling karmic records, the bridge between the spiritual and the physical realms, ascension, and transcendence. Also, this is aligning yourself with the divine, with energies that are spirit, okay? Here you actually see the chakras. And bridging the gap between the worlds is bridging the gap between ignorance and spiritual. And if you pay attention to one of my last readings, and I've actually mentioned it in multiple readings, but it is in my ET experience videos, it is in my splitting of the oceans video, but I mentioned this bridge, 47 on the clock. I mentioned this bridge that I was on in this vision that I have, where I met Lady Nada, okay? And she informed me like that is my goal here, is to bridge the gap. And she didn't like physically tell me this, but this is what I took from the dream, which is how I know that's the message in the dream. Because when I was in this dream, I just wanted to stay where she was at, and I couldn't because I was here on Earth fulfilling a mission. And when I looked at when you look at this bridge, the left side, okay, well, this is my right ear left. I don't know. Anyways, the left side of the bridge was just like concrete. It was gray, you know. You know how like in the movies you'll see like it's gray. And the video is gonna cut off. 1 second.